that Harry was moving to the United Kingdom with the children. It clearly was not with Meghan Markle, and everything.
Prince Harry, by your very well-sourced report, has fallen in love with another woman.
Yes.
Please, spill.
Fun. Isn't it fun? And
it's incredible.
Harry and Meghan have understood that if they didn't jump, he was going to be pushed.
Harry has met some new type of companion in Montecito, a female companion who he loved.
Meghan is livid. Harry has met someone who is his age, with whom he is in love, and who is in love with him.
Nobody expected the entire Sussex story to detonate over one phone, one set of messages, and one woman hiding somewhere near Montecito. For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle sold the world a romance strong enough to destroy palace protocol, abandon royal duty, rupture family bonds, and survive exile in California. But Lady Colin Campbell has now placed a match beneath that carefully polished myth, claiming Harry did not come back toward Britain because of King Charles. Not because of duty, not because of his father's health, but because Meghan discovered something far more dangerous. Harry had allegedly fallen in love with another woman, and the texts on his phone exposed the secret before the Sussex machine was ready. The shock was not only the claim itself, it was the timing. Lady C did not present this as ordinary celebrity gossip drifting through Montecito. She framed it as information carried by people with verified official governmental positions inside the United States. People who, according to her, had watched something quietly build behind closed doors for a long time. They were not chased. They came forward. That detail changes everything. Because when sources approach a commentator instead of being hunted, the story stops feeling like rumor and starts feeling like someone inside the system decided the silence had become too useful for the wrong people. According to Lady C, these were liberal Democrats with traceable governmental connections, people close enough to know what was happening and bold enough to push it into public view. But she moved carefully, almost surgically, because every word mattered. She did not say Harry was having an affair. She said Harry had met someone he loves, someone who loves him back. Two consenting adults in their 40s, living in the same community. That legal precision was its own clue. She was not throwing a reckless accusation into the air. She was drawing a boundary, then inviting the audience to look at everything just beyond it. The woman, according to the story, lives in or very near Montecito. She and Harry have allegedly been seen together more than once, yet somehow kept the cameras away. In a town where every restaurant exit, car door, charity appearance, private jet, and grocery walk can become a headline within minutes, that absence of photographs feels almost louder than proof. Someone knew how to move quietly. Someone understood timing. Someone protected the visibility of this connection until Meghan allegedly found the one thing no camera needed to capture: the texts sitting inside Harry's phone. That discovery turns the entire Sussex marriage into a mirror of the tragedy Harry spent years condemning. Harry told the world that his father's affair broke his childhood. In Spare, in interviews, in documentaries, he made Charles and Diana's marriage the emotional foundation of his own wounded identity. He described betrayal, double lives, silent suffering, and unforgivable damage. And now, according to Lady C's framing, the same royal pattern has returned in another generation, with another prince, another wife, another hidden emotional life, and another woman standing outside the official marriage narrative. Lady C's legal shield was brutally simple. She was not accusing Harry of a crime, and she was not saying he had an affair. She was saying he was in love, and being in love with someone is not something you can sue over. But beneath that clever phrasing sat a darker question. If Meghan discovered Harry emotionally moving away, what exactly did she lose first? Her husband, her public love story, or the royal asset on which her entire commercial future depends? That is why Meghan's alleged reaction matters so much. Lady C's sources did not describe her as heartbroken, shattered, grieving, or humiliated. They used one word: livid. That word cuts straight through the romance. A woman losing the love of her life collapses into pain. A woman losing control of the man who powers her brand erupts in fury. Harry is not just Harry inside the Sussex operation. He is royal blood, royal access, royal grievance, royal trauma, royal money, royal curiosity, and the living bridge between Meghan Markle and King Charles. The Sussex brand was never built on talent alone. It was built on the dramatic claim that two people loved each other so fiercely they sacrificed country, family, institution, titles, legacy, and security to survive together. Netflix did not pay more than $100 million for jam jars, lifestyle clips, or Montecito mood lighting. It paid for the royal escape story. It paid for the prince and the woman who claimed to have rescued him. Without Harry, Meghan becomes a former cable television actress with a lifestyle business struggling to justify its mythology. Then, the earlier clues begin to look different. Over 40 days passed without a shared public appearance. Separate Instagram strategies emerged. Separate Netflix contracts surfaced. Two PR teams were reportedly not even communicating with each other. What looked like professional separation suddenly feels like emotional evacuation. The public was told it was business. But the pattern looked colder than business. It looked like two people preparing separate exits while still needing the joint brand to remain alive. Even the old Oprah interview starts changing shape under this new light. Remember the sunlit California patio, the salt and pepper shaker image, the performance of inseparability, the idea that Harry and Meghan existed as one wounded but heroic unit against the palace machine? That interview was the founding scripture of the Sussex Empire. But now, every solo appearance becomes evidence against it. Harry in Geneva alone. Harry in Chicago alone. Harry in New York alone. Meghan at a children's hospital gala alone. Meghan at a major tribute event alone. The love story was still being sold, but the bodies were no longer standing together. Friends were reportedly asked about Harry spending extended periods in the Cotswolds while Meghan remained in California, and the response came like a shrug, as if thousands of miles between spouses was just logistics. Then came the vow renewal story, floated quietly into friendly press channels. But happy couples do not need journalists to reassure the public that vows still matter. In Hollywood, vow renewal rumors usually mean one thing: the original vows are already under suspicion. Then, the establishment press began circling. The Wall Street Journal raised the possibility of divorce. Vanity Fair followed. These were not fringe gossip outlets screaming from the outside. These were polished, careful institutions allowing the word divorce to enter respectable conversation. And then, the Daily Mail royal correspondent, assigned full-time to the Sussex beat, used 4 devastating words: the veil is lifting. Not Meghan's wedding veil, Harry's illusion. And if Harry is finally seeing clearly, the question becomes terrifying for Meghan: what else is he now prepared to expose? Now the story moves into the territory mainstream media fears most. Because Lady Colin Campbell's second claim does not merely threaten a marriage, it threatens the official architecture surrounding Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, and the British line of succession. According to the same United States government sources who allegedly confirmed Harry's emotional connection to another woman, Lilibet was carried and birthed by a surrogate from Colorado, then transferred to Montecito by private jet immediately after birth, with non-disclosure agreements signed by everyone present. If true, this was not confusion, not rumor, not a chaotic misunderstanding. It was a pre-planned operation built for secrecy from the beginning. That is where old questions suddenly return with sharper teeth. Thomas Markle Jr. publicly claimed that Meghan's first husband personally told him Meghan had undergone a hysterectomy in her late 20s. Meghan has never publicly denied that claim. Her first husband has never publicly denied it either. In a world where the Sussexes respond quickly to insults, articles, headlines, accusations, legal threats, and reputation damage, silence on that specific claim feels strangely deliberate. 7 years of global media attention passed, yet that one issue remained untouched, hanging in the background like a locked door nobody wanted opened. The central question was explosive because Harry created it himself. In Spare, he publicly admitted extensive illegal D-use. American immigration documents ask direct questions about that subject. This was not a palace whisper or tabloid invention. This was Harry's own best-selling memoir walking into the room before him. In the United States, royal blood does not erase federal paperwork. It does not matter that his father is King Charles or that Queen Elizabeth was the most recognizable woman on earth. Lying on federal immigration forms carries mandatory sentencing. 5 years, no royal exception. Then came the timing nobody can ignore. 9 days after that August federal meeting, Harry and Meghan announced they were relocating to the United Kingdom immediately. Not casually. Not eventually. Immediately, the public was asked to believe this was about family healing. But the calendar told a colder story. Federal pressure appeared, then relocation appeared. That does not prove guilt, but it creates a question so obvious that even sympathetic commentators cannot bury it. Were they returning to Britain for reconciliation? Or escaping an American problem before it became impossible to manage? Underneath the legal timing sat a financial strategy almost too neat to dismiss. By leaving in August 2026, Harry and Meghan had completed precisely 6 full tax years of non-UK residency. Under British tax rules, remaining away for more than 5 complete years can protect overseas earnings from UK capital gains tax. A senior London tax expert reportedly called the timing immaculate. That word matters. Immaculate timing rarely happens by accident when lawyers, accountants, advisors, court losses, streaming disappointments, and shrinking commercial options are all circling at once. Then came Highgrove, and that visit revealed the new power order without a single official statement. Harry was received by King Charles first, completely alone. Then the children were brought through, also without Meghan. Only at the end, after Harry and the children had already had separate private time with the king, was Meghan permitted to enter. In a royal residence, sequence is language. Order is power. Access is status. And that order said one thing clearly. Harry still belonged by blood, the children mattered by lineage, and Meghan stood outside the inner circle. Meghan reportedly arrived with a list of demands. She left with none granted. She waited in a corridor while conversations continued behind closed doors. The woman who once claimed the palace isolated her walked back into that world and discovered she no longer controlled the room. For years, Meghan's leverage over the royal family flowed through Harry. If Harry was angry, she gained power. If Harry was loyal to her narrative, she had a weapon. But if Harry is emotionally pulling away, if Lady C's claim is real, then Meghan's leverage has collapsed at the exact moment she needed it most. And Harry cannot be washed clean as a helpless victim. He is a grown man. He chose Oprah. He chose Spare. He chose every allegation that wounded his family and shook an institution built over centuries. When asked about King Charles's cancer diagnosis, his answer sounded brutally distant. He had his own family now. Thomas Markle, Meghan's elderly father, suffered multiple strokes waiting for a call that never came, while this couple flew to see Charles and still never mentioned the grandfather denied access to his grandchildren. So now everything converges. A secret woman near Montecito, Meghan allegedly livid over texts, federal investigators examining paperwork, tax timing described as immaculate, Highgrove protocol humiliating Meghan, unanswered questions about Archie and Lilibet, and a marriage held together by necessity rather than devotion. Meanwhile, William and Catherine remain silent, serving without drama, without planted leaks, without revenge. But silence is not absence. It may be patience. Because if the veil is truly lifting, the next revelation may not come from Lady C, Montecito, or Meghan's phone. It may come from the one institution that has been watching everything and waiting.